Welcome back to Legends Never Die, where you won't either if you know Jesus. It is the week of Easter, so to all of those that celebrate Easter and everything that means, He is risen. Happy Easter. I hope you enjoy it with your family. If you hear anything in the background, I've got Red Sox Tigers going on in the background on the TV, but wanted to do a couple different things for this video today. I've got a community mail day. I've got a contest response for SilverJackify, epic giveaway, and a special shout out at the end of the video. So let's start with the community mail day. This is from a friend of the channel, Lambo Jackson. This is the second time he's done this in the last couple months. He's randomly messaged me on Instagram as we talk sometimes and said, hey man, do you need these bobbleheads? And again, he was very generous and sent these to me. So I've got two more added to my collection. First, a future Hall of Famer and 3,000 Strikeout Club member, CC Sabathia, with this big moment when he was with the Milwaukee Brewers, as you guys can see that there. Him pumped during the playoff run that year. And then a Hall of Famer of, pretty new Hall of Famer, Ted Simmons. So that hits the counter for Hall of Fame bobbleheads this year, which I've already surpassed that goal. That's my 33rd different Hall of Fame bobblehead in 57th, 58th different bobblehead period in my collection. So that's pretty cool. Next up is the epic giveaway contest entry for SilverJackify. He wanted you to show 5 cards that were worth less than $50 each, your top 5. And I went way below 50. I decided to show off a couple things I don't know if I've ever showed off on my channel, and some more like sentimental things. So I'll go through them fairly quick. First is this jacked 1954 Topps Ray Jablonski. And the reason I have it, and I still keep it, it's not part of my set, it's an extra, is this was my first ever vintage card. My cousin Tommy gave me this card before I started collecting vintage. So even though it is, we'll call it a 1, poor card, all kinds of creased up, that's my first ever vintage card that I got started with. Next, ironically, also involves my cousin Tommy. He had it made for me. But during the last time I went to the National, actually, we went to both a Tigers game and a Cubs game. And it was myself, my cousin, my brother, and my friend Vire. And at the Tigers game, 3 of us dressed up in costumes, and Vire didn't. And he had to take hundreds of pictures for people wanting to pose with us. And he said, I'm getting a costume before we go to Chicago. So at Wrigley, we were on TV. We ended up being on Baseball Tonight, and it was the Sporting News on their website. It was pretty cool. And we had a picture taken of us by somebody with the field in the background, and my cousin had it made into a custom card. So this is displayed in my room all the time. I was Abraham Lincoln. It was an election year. I was telling everyone to vote for me, Abraham Lincoln. Full character. It was a lot of fun. My brother, sorry, I'll hold that back up. My brother is Robin. My friend Vire is Mario. And my cousin Tommy was Joe Tinker in street clothes. He told every Cubs fan that he was Joe Tinker, and watched them look at him like, who the heck is Joe Tinker? So that was fun. Next up, I think this may be the only time I've ever shown this card. This is my one and only T206, and that's Arlie Latham. And the reason I have an Arlie Latham is I don't have an autograph. I need to get one because they're not as rare as I thought they were when I purchased this card as a replacement. But he's in the 600 Stolen Base Club, so that's why I own this T206, which they are so cool. I wish I had more of them, but I don't need to go down that rabbit hole. Next up, another card. You can tell how much it means to me by it being in a magnetic, and it's the only Topps Now card that I own. But it's commemorating Chipper Jones's induction speech for the Hall of Fame. And the reason I wanted this card and the reason it's in a magnetic is I was there. It's the only time I've ever been to an induction weekend at this point, and Chipper Jones is my favorite player. He was my childhood hero. He's the reason I wore number 10. He's the first player I ever saw on TV batting left-handed. Even though he's a switch hitter, I see Chipper as a lefty because I'm left-handed. So that's the reason that card made the top 5. And this last card is an autograph. 1 of 1. I don't know of any others that exist. It's on a 1993 Topps. And if you've watched my channel for any amount of time and you've seen my dad and what he looks like, well, when he was younger, he looked just like this guy. And going through my childhood collection when I was like 15, I saw this look like my dad, scratched it out, wrote Rick Papa Brewer, and made him sign it. So Brian Harvey in 93 looks like my dad in about 1993. But this is my Papa Brewer autograph card. So that's my top 5. If you guys want to enter SilverJackify's 12,000 sub epic giveaway video, just shoot a video, show off your top 5 cards that are worth $50 or less, and let them know that you shot a video. Lastly, to round out this video, I wanted to give a shout out to a dear friend of mine who I finally talked into getting on YouTube. And I'll put a link down below to his channel. If you've been watching my videos for, I think it's about 1.5 years ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, I've had him on my channel several times, and he was a part of some big purchases in my collection. It's my friend Drew. He's finally started his own YouTube channel. He's got 4 or 5 videos up already. He's big on telling stories about his experiences in the hobby, and he'll show off things that he collects too. But he's big on stories and connecting with people, and that's what it's all about. I'm not telling you have to go subscribe to him, but go check it out. And if you like what you see, you enjoy watching Drew's channel, I'm sure you would appreciate the support. So again, that link is down below. See, Drew, I told you I would do the shout out. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks again to Lambo Jackson. Congratulations to SilverJackify, and shout out to the Drew. Until next time, guys, keep collecting, and God bless.